Hey, howdy everybody, welcome back to my channel, my second channel, and welcome to Severance episode 5. I don't know why I took like a day to actually get to this episode. 2 days, actually, I think. Yeah, I went 2 days. I was busy, but I really need to watch this episode. I'm excited. There's a lot of stuff going down, obviously. That ending was, ooh, voice crack, hello. That ending was a bit ridiculous. Also, I'm wearing my my first corny music teacher shirt that was given to me by my co-op teacher after I completed student teaching. So take a look at how corny this is. Look at that. Every music teacher needs some corny music teacher shirts. All right, cool. Let's get into this. Don't mind my vinyls. I know they're crooked. I know hindsight notes it's falling out of the frame. I had to order a new frame because this was the first frame I bought from Estad No Nirvatan, and it does not fit well without the glass in it, and I don't want the glass there because it makes a glare. I like it better without the glass. So I took the glass out, and it's kind of falling out. But it's fine. It's fine. I ordered a new one, and I will finally fix them, because they're just hung up on pre-existing nails. They're just there, so they're all crooked and they're all messed up now. So I'm going to fix that. Just ignore that for now. It won't be that big of a deal. You're not going to notice it in this video, at least. So, all right, let's get into this. What has happened to Helly? Is she fine? Obviously not. What in the world is going on? All right, here we go. Also, I forgot to say this, and I don't want to turn my light back on, because I'm lazy. But if you go on my Patreon, all the episodes come out a week early over there, so go check that out. Link in the description if you want to support me and you want to get early access by 1 week to all these episodes that I'm releasing. Thank you. Yep, there we go. Yep, she was gonna put herself, like, go back to her other self as she's hanging on the news. I'm gonna just do that real quick. I don't like that the top of my head is cropping out of the frame. Oof, man. Oof.
Helly Lee?
Yeah.
Dylan's like, I don't have a book. What are you talking about? Uh-oh. Mr. I forgot his name. Something with his G, I believe.
Jesus.
Dude, she better not be dead. That's crazy. After they were just saying death isn't something to worry about. That's insane. Ugh. She's fine. She's fine. She'll be fine.
Mark, get in the elevator.
Helly!
They're sending him back to his normal. Ugh. That's brutal. I love that shot every time. That's so good. Bro, they are panicking. Nothing like this has ever happened before. At least I'm pretty sure it hasn't. That's crazy. Ugh. I'm never skipping this intro, by the way. I can never skip it. It's so good. Dude, every time. It's so fun. This show is crazy, dude. This show is so good. Still have some big questions about the goop. I'm assuming I'll find out in the season finale or something. Another perfect establishing shot. Beautiful. I love the sunset. He's gonna head up there and be like, oh, is she okay? She's gonna be all fixed. Uh-oh. She's fine. She's fine. She's gotta be alive. They wouldn't just kill her off like that. She seems way too important. There's too many mysteries.
She's in the hospital.
Okay, yeah. Why are they making her work here, though? That's crazy.
This happened on your watch, Marcus.
You're gonna blame him for this? Well, they gotta put blame on somebody. Might as well blame Mark. Don't blame the working conditions. I mean, like, the working conditions themselves aren't bad. It seems like an okay place. It's just dystopian. I mean, on the surface, not obviously. I'm talking about, like, purely the day-to-day work life is not a horrible experience. But, you know, there's a lot more under the surface, obviously, beneath that.
A society with festering workers cannot flourish, just as a man with rotting toes cannot skip.
Ew.
What separates man from machine is that machines cannot think for themselves. Also, they are made of metal, whereas man is made of skin.
I wonder if that's going to be, it's like the theme of this show is like these people are being machines or whatever.
A great person will follow himself.
There you go.
Bullies are nothing but bull and lies.
There is no I in team. Mark's having an awakening.
Full synaptic coupling. Peter Kilmer's memory was reintegrated.
He did it.
I figure you'll take a beat before telling the board, especially after what happened with Heliar. Jesus, you haven't told them.
The board doesn't know. Oh. Ooh.
This baby is officially coming. We're headed to the birthing retreat now,
Ooh.
so please come. Mark.
Uncle
Rick
Mark.
again.
Baby's born now, isn't it? Hey, it's her doula.
Did you forget that I was going to be here?
Slightly.
Classic Mark.
The contractions are about 20 minutes apart.
Oh, baby's not born yet. Okay.
Rickon is doing this thing where he cries over her. I'm giving them some privacy.
I wouldn't want to see that either.
Hey, thank you for, taking care of her.
Yeah, of course.
Is there some chemistry there or not? It didn't feel like it at dinner, but maybe it was just an awkward first date.
Hey, I'm looking for a baby camp.
The uncle-to-be. Welcome, Mark.
That looks like a comfy sweater that Rickon's got on.
Cozy nook.
This is very cozy.
Say a secret, quickly.
Rickon-
Purging secrets can create a soul void that speeds the labor.
Rickon, shut up, bro.
It's fine, I'll start.
Mark, I hate you.
I love you, and I feel hurt that you haven't called me to thank me for the book yet.
Definitely haven't seen that. I mean, it must have been...
Suspicious.
Are you okay?
Oh my god.
I'm okay.
It's fine, it's all fine. Ooh.
Ooh. Mark's being more the husband role than Rickon is. Bro is panicking.
Well, this is good. We can finish setting up the room.
You can bond.
Hi, excuse me?
Can I get birth? Can I get birth in your lodge? Actually, yours seems cooler.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thank Chris.
My husband is driving me fucking crazy. My brother's
Fair.
depressing me.
Fair.
Is it your first?
Yeah. Yours?
My third.
How do you handle it?
A lot of help, I guess.
Welcome to parenting. It's crazy. But I love it.
If the thief reads the book, it will have been worth it. I bet you he turns himself in afterward.
He has a very high opinion of himself. Something's gonna go wrong here. I'm concerned.
I bet Alexa would give you another shot.
I bet she wouldn't.
I bet she would. You see the way she looked at him?
Oh, can I squeeze your hand?
Yeah. There we go.
Meanwhile, Rickon's just asleep.
Need me to tell a secret?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me your dark shit.
I kind of think Lumen might be up to something.
Good. Good.
You remember the businessman?
Charlie, you okay?
Why do people do this?
I'll go get Alexa.
Alexa, help this woman give birth. Poor Mark, man. He's having a crisis. Both versions of himself. He's having a double crisis and he doesn't even know it. I wonder if that'll like put stress on him. Like the double life stress, does that just naturally do something to his brain? Does that hurt him in ways he doesn't know? Because he's got the stress here of watching Petey die, and then he's got the stress in his work life of watching Helly try to kill herself.
So this will be Annie Helly's first conscious experience since the hanging.
Ooh, she's not gonna be liking this.
Do you know how to make your eyes kind?
Gonna have kind eyes. He's trying. Mark, that is the opposite of kind. He looks right now like his plastic CGI version of him in the opening credits. That's how uncanny he looks. He does not feel kind at all whatsoever. Also, I keep looking over here at OBS like you guys are... Like I'm looking at the camera when you're right here.
You're okay.
She doesn't want to be okay. The fact that she's here means that her outie made her go back. Mark, stop. Please, Mark. She doesn't want to be safe, though.
And if you want to focus on looking for happy numbers for a while, that's fine.
It's not the numbers that... It's not the numbers that made her do that, buddy.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, she doesn't. Because you're a bootlicker. That is the last thing she wants right now. Mark doesn't understand women.
We should hide inspirational handbook quotes around the office for her to stumble upon.
That is the most corporate thing you could possibly do right now.
I'd end my life if I didn't have any finger traps yet.
No way. Dude, I love the humor in this show. It's so funny. This dark humor is hilarious.
I'm to watch her for signs of sadness and verbally encourage her to forego further suicide attempts. I can also perform a hug.
That's just going to make it worse.
Exhibiting signs of sadness. Could I get one of those?
Dylan is such a good character. I foresee some great moments with his character. And not just funny moments, but when you take a comic relief character like that and you do some like really great story stuff with them, it makes him that much better. Here, request a hug. Like, ugh, so dystopian. There's no real empathy in this world. The goop is back. Let's go. We haven't seen the goop for a few episodes. Coming out of the ceiling now. Is this a dream he's having? Because they say he keeps falling asleep. So is this him dreaming? I mean, yeah, obviously.
I have to go to O&D. Something's come up, and I'd like to seek Bert's counsel.
Hey, Bert, do you know something about goo coming out of people's eyes in the ceiling and the desks? Are you aware of that? Yeah, I'm telling you, this is not going to go well. Something's going to happen to Irv or Bert. Probably Bert. Excuse me? Where is this show going? What in the world?
It's the O&D crew, isn't it? The one that Dylan talks about.
Oh, that's why there's only 2.
Nothing like that could happen here.
My honest reaction? I need to stop messing with the zoom here.
You ran a 266 on Irving B.
What is that? Was it a test? What?
I thought it might dissuade him from spending so much time with Bert G.
Okay. It was on purpose. Got it. I would have been surprised if it was like an actual accident. They meant to actually do that.
The light of discovery shines truer upon a virgin meadow than a beaten path.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm trying something new with Miss Casey.
What, pray tell?
Keep it between us.
What does that mean? Too many mysteries here. Ew, clean that faucet, man. Break the mirror and slit your throat. Problem solved.
Heliar,
Heliar.
please describe for me your time in the restroom.
Oh, no. Ugh, that's okay. I can watch Heliar while you're gone.
Distribution supplies 8 minutes.
8 whole minutes without supervision. Oh, what a problem.
You know, I go to distribution supply all the time, so I could, if you...
Shut up, Dylan.
Realized I haven't shown you where we keep the extra pen caps.
Here, come with me. There's totally not an ulterior motive for this at all.
Shouldn't go anywhere without Miss Casey.
Come on, Helly. Be a little rebellious. She's been very rebellious so far. That was sarcasm. She's been nothing but rebellious, in fact. I'm just surprised Mark is being this rebellious. Why is Bert hanging out in the conference room? This is the plastic wrap room. You can roll around in plastic wrap if you want. It's very soothing and therapeutic.
Petey's map.
Yeah, since you've been gone, I've been trying to recreate it on my lunch breaks. I thought maybe if we work on it together, we can...
I'm not your new Petey.
But you can try to get out of here together. You can try to figure this out. Isn't that what you want? Isn't that what you want, Helly? You can escape this place.
Heliar?
Heliar? Dylan's caricatures hung up.
Bert G is in the conference room.
Love that shot. Love all these shots, but like the very symmetrical ones are so interesting.
I was turned around.
Is he losing his mind?
Well, I was... Ah! Dylan, oh my God! What are you doing? He was coming at you! Let him out!
Dylan's the real bootlicker.
I know what you're up to.
What is wrong with you? Open the door!
Oh, it's so uncanny. It's kind of Backrooms-esque. I don't care what people say, dude. The Backrooms are interesting. Even if the fan base is kind of cringe or whatever. It's a cool concept.
I told her I wanted out and she told me I wasn't a person.
She tried to kill her.
What do you want?
What I want is for her to wake up while the life drains out of her and to know it was me who did it.
Is there a goat in the... Huh?
I checked the whole storage wing. No sign of him or Helly.
Shit, O&D's probably killed them already.
Why did you lie about the number of people in your department?
Sowing doubt between the groups. That's worse than killing them.
People just talk about MDR, stupid old stories, jokes even. Like they say, you all have pouches. You each have a larval offspring that will jump out and attack if we get too close.
Are you sweet on this guy?
You disapprove?
I do. I do disapprove.
Why? Because of stories? What is this goat or lamb or something? Sounds more like a lamb, actually. The agriculture and farm department? Or is that a goat? No, that's a goat. That's a goat. There's a few of them. Oh, that's adorable.
They're not ready. You can't take them yet. They're not ready.
Wait, never mind. They're probably being offered as sacrifices. I want to work in the goat feeding department.
The grim barbarity, optics and design.
Hey, that's the episode title.
What kind of barbarities were we enacting? It doesn't matter.
Cannibalism.
I mean, I'll have to confer with my larva, of course. It's all right. I mean, you know that relationships beyond the platonic are frowned upon anyway. Is that what we are?
Is that what you want?
There is something in the storeroom I'd like to show you.
My knife. Ah! Dylan, you can be his bodyguard. There it is. And Bert says he doesn't know about it.
He claims he doesn't know about this painting. Meanwhile, it's sitting right there on his shelf.
That isn't.
Irv, we need to go now.
Look at the badges the raiders are wearing. That's not O&D, Dylan. It's us.
Yeah, they flip them.
It's called the macro data refinement calamity.
Okay, but we've never done anything like that. Why the hell would there be two versions of the same painting?
Okay, but O&D hasn't either. Why do you think? Why do you think there's two versions of the same painting, Dylan? Why would they do that?
I'm sorry that this is the best I can do right now.
He's actually being helpful.
If you give me the map, I'll clean it up.
Good job, Mark. Be caring, be empathetic, be everything that this company isn't.
You aware what MDR is up to right now? You're not stopping it.
The surest way to tame a prisoner is to let him believe he's free.
There's a cure quote for everything.
The mind games. Ugh.
Yes, Daddy.
Ew.
You can talk to me when you figure out who hacked Kilmer's chip.
Kilmer himself, probably. Oh, I'm just putting this together now that the department that Irving found in the last episode was the rest of O&D. I'm stupid. I'm a little bit slow. And that's why he was so concerned. It wasn't a separate department. It was the rest of them. Irving's smile, dude. Oh, this show is so good. This show is so good. Oh my goodness. All right. Cool. Well, that was a bit of a slower episode. Nothing too momentous happened. Now, let me go back to... oh man, OBS always minimizes the weird... Okay. All right. Bit of a slower episode, but I really enjoy the character building moments. This is the stuff that I loved most about some of my favorite shows, like Better Call Saul, where it kind of takes its time. It builds up the characters, it builds the relationships, it shows you things about these characters and like their personalities and the interpersonal, like the connections that they've got with each other and how things work and stuff. And then it builds up to the crazy stuff later, and it makes it all the more impactful because you really get to know these characters. And that's the same kind of stuff that I'm getting here, where it doesn't feel like filler, but it's really, really interesting stuff. And it adds to the mystery of the company, and it adds to the mystery of like what in the world is going on and why are these things happening and things like that. And overall, I really enjoy it. So I'm having a good time. Why does it feel like my thing is not fully zoomed out? Is it just like this? I feel like you could see the top of Malekith here a little bit more. Whatever, it's fine. I don't know. I'll have to check my earlier videos and see if I bumped my webcam when I was setting up my capture card or not. Anyway, that aside, and my messed up vinyls aside, another really solid episode. I love the really interesting lore building of all of this. I don't know where it's going to go in terms of, like, obviously, I don't know how Rickon and Mark's sister fit into all this. I don't know if they are going to be part of the main story in some way, or if they're just sort of like a catalyst for Mark to like have some more characterization in his Audi form and like get his Audi form to kind of like realize, because obviously like Rickon's book is sort of the catalyst that's helping Mark in the company work and like work through the process of figuring out like what's going on with Lumen. But I wonder if they are going to have a significant role to play later on in the outside world, or like when inevitably they escape Lumen and fight back and things like that. I wonder if Mark's sister and Rickon are going to be a part of that in some way. But that's very interesting. And then Mark himself, he's having a sort of crisis on both ends with his innie wondering about the things he's reading in the book, and his Audi wondering about, Petey's whole thing where he shows up and just dies, and he's got his phone that's still there in Mark's basement, or at least in his house somewhere. Like, what's going to come of that? Where's that going to go? That's all super interesting. Obviously, Mark and Helly on the inside are bonding a little bit more, so that's good. And I think the gang is all sort of bonding as a collective against Lumen, and they're discovering some things about Lumen that, maybe they don't trust them as much, where people like Irv or Dylan, who up until now have been following the company rules very diligently, I think this painting is going to be a big catalyst towards them breaking free from all this and seeing that, oh, there are two versions of this painting that were shown to these departments, and now it's sowing this divide. It's like, why would there be two versions of the painting? Well, think about it, guys. Why would the company want you to hate each other? Because unity brings people together and causes problems, and so they don't want that. So that should be interesting. But I'm loving like literally everything about this. This is so fun. I know this episode doesn't have any big reveals or anything like that or anything crazy, other than like what's going on with the dude with the goats. Like, that's interesting. Is that another department? Are they raising them like goat sacrifices? That's concerning. That's a bit weird. But I hope this episode was interesting for y'all to watch. It's just more lore stuff, but I really love all this lore stuff. I really love the interesting lore that comes with these slower episodes, and they've all been really good so far. So, big fan of this. Let's find out in the next episode what happens with O&D, how that plays out. What are they going to do with, like, you know, seeing Dylan and like, I'm really hoping that all the departments can kind of collaborate and come together and fight back against Lumen, but I feel like that's too predictable. So I'm really interested to see where the show goes, because it's been anything but predictable so far. This is so gripping. I love every second of it. All right, thanks for watching my reaction. Let me know what you thought of this episode down in the comments below. Like the video, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you all in the next episode of Severance. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.